Okay. So now we're going to talk about blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. I'm going to let you guys know what that really means. It's not what you think it means. I'll tell you that much. So we got blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. That particular verse talks about all who speak blasphemy against the Son of Man will be forgiven. But those who speak blasphemy against the Holy Spirit will not be forgiven. So you got two people here, two competing stories. And I'm telling you that if you talk trash about me or mother, that's blasphemy against our Holy Spirits, because it takes two to tango in creation, a mother and a father. So our spirits, which is my spirit is the supermassive black hole at the center of galaxies. That's the element space, because it's electricity. Her spirit is the stars. Every star in creation is grandmother time, because at the bottom of that star is a black hole. So that's a spirit. So that's her spirit. Now you also have Louis' spirit, which is at the center of this planet. At the center of all planets is a black hole that forms a magnetic core. That's a Holy Spirit. So if you're sitting out there talking about, the plants, the animals, the insects, and the fungi, they're stupid. They don't belong here. We can do whatever we want to the planet. They're not intelligent. They're not nothing like that. That's blasphemy against my dog. And that's the unforgivable sin. So if you're out there trash talking, the plants, animals, insects, and fungi spirits, you're basically saying that this planet is below humans. They're at the top of the food chain. They're the most important people in creation, because it's their souls that we're riding upon through Earth. If it wasn't for them, this planet wouldn't be here, because they're the ones that make it. So I'm encouraging you to be mindful of your words, because if you say anything, even at the dinner table, if you're talking trash about plants, animals, insects, fungi, spirits, that's blasphemy against their name. And their spirits are fully able to hear you and understand you at the dinner table. So I'm telling you right now, if you care anything about yourselves, you will keep your mouth shut when it comes to talking about the plants, animals, insects, and fungi spirits. When it comes to talking about your reincarnated mother, or when it comes to talking about me, because our spirits determine whether or not you get to come to paradise forever or fall asleep. So that's blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. You might know that is the Holy Trinity. The planet that we ride on, that's a spirit. The sun, that's a spirit. And the black hole at the center of the galaxy, that's a spirit. That's where that comes from, folks, in case you're wondering. So, you cannot blaspheme my holy name. So, all who speak blasphemy against the Son of Man, he's my son. This guy that's going to come here in a UFO, we're going to pretend to be somebody he's not. He's my son. So he's the Son of Man. He's the Son who made man. He made this planet as a prison to lock me and your mother away forever. But that ain't going to happen, because we can always reincarnate. We're the only two people in creation that can reincarnate into anybody we want. That means we get to live forever. So, he's the Son of Man, or the Son who made man. Anybody who talks trash about that guy, that's a sin that'll be forgiven. So, these guys over here on this side of the fence, they're going to talk trash about this guy that comes here in a UFO and pretends to be somebody he's not. They're going to say, get out of here, man. Our dad already told us who you are. You're nothing but a stupid alien predator, man. So get the heck out of here. We don't want anything to do with you. That's a forgivable sin. But if you're on the other side of the fence and you're like, welcome, welcome, welcome. That Native American guy, he's this, he's that, I'm that. That's blasphemy against my holy name. And that's what it means, guys. So that's the first video. The next one is Matthew 10:28. So here's a mathematical equation for you. If you take that one there, you add it to the 28, you get 29. So Gimpur Station number 29. That's us. Blasphemy against me or my community, or even Native Americans in general. That's a blasphemy sin, because we're a Holy Spirits. It's not only about me and my mother, but it's the people in the community of Saugeen. Those people there in Saugeen number 29, they're part of the Three Fires Confederacy, or Anishinaabeg, or the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi, because we're the creators. So, talking trash about Native American people, that's blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, because every one of their spirits here, they have a spirit made of white light. So you can't be running people down. You can't be running Native Americans down. If you associate me with being the bad guy, a demon from some place that doesn't exist, you're running down an entire continent of people. It's bad enough that, people got rid of 100 million of us by, trying to, in the world's largest mass genocide. But now to come down and throw dirt at us and say that we're something we're not, that's blasphemy. So be mindful of what you're about to say. You can't go running around saying this and that about people, because you label them as a demon. And that's blasphemy against Native Americans. You can't run us down like that. That's what that means. Now, when he's talking about fear him who can destroy body and soul, that's me. You need to be worried about me and not that guy that's going to come here and pretend to be somebody he's not, because he doesn't have that power. Now, Saugeen, where did I hear Matthew before? I know I've heard that name before. Does that ring a bell, Saugeen? Matthew? Sure does for me. Anyhow, we're going to go on with the next video here. Pork chop. It's called Blood In, Blood Out. Now, when you watch that video, it's about three brothers. Where did I hear that one before? Three brothers. I don't have that one anymore. There it is. So, Blood In, Blood Out, it's about three brothers. One gets sent to prison, one becomes a cop, and one becomes an artist. The one who becomes the artist, they like, he likes my artwork. That's what that one represents. The guy who becomes a cop, basically, would be these ones. They're doing a thorough investigation to understand that they can make the right decision on what they want to do. But the guy that gets sent to jail, that's the witch. So, the particular scene deals with racism, but it's not about racism. So the guy's sitting there talking to Miklo, his name is, and he gives him a big fat pork chop, and he's talking about, you need to be riding up front first class, eat with the white folks. Know what I mean? And then he hands him an apple. So most people would think that that's about, white people. It's not about white people. It's about spirituality. Spirituality is the 7 colors of the rainbow that make up spirituality, or white light. All Native Americans under the Three Fires Confederacy have a soul based on white light. Nobody else does. Not even our Native American brethren do. Because that's a different story for another day. But so when he says, you need to be eating up front first class with the white folks, because light is spirituality. It means you need to be eating up front first class with the Native American folks who have souls made of white light. Otherwise, you're going to get tossed in prison. That's the subliminal meaning, folks. And when he hands them the apple, what do you think that means? It means taking a bite out of the forbidden fruit. And I'm telling you, if you follow these guys here, if they come here near UFOs and pretend to be somebody or not, and you follow that, you take a bite of that fruit, you're going to end up in prison. Or even if you run the Holy Trinity down, Bluey out there, that plants, animals, insects, and fungus, me or mother, that's not a good idea to do that. Because my spirit, can destroy body, both soul and body and soul in hell. And you are living in hell, but you don't know it because you think it exists in the center of the earth. So here's a thing here. So now serving white folks or spirituality folks. This is second place here. Okay? Not mom and dad. Mom and dad. Those are your only two choices, man. There is no third choice. So they're going to come here and pretend to be Jesus. That's why I've included this. You too. Have you come here to play Jesus with your UFOs? Have you come to raise the dead? That ain't happening on my watch, man.